don't want you to go home. We made it! Bus ride. Long time. Am I in that? Maybe move.
We can see you. I don't know why, but I thought they grew on trees.
So do I. Unless it's like a different version of it.
Mm.
There's just a line though. You know, like
One that way.
connected to the next section. I have not been closing this door when I pee, by the way. I just know I don't like fire ants. Not that I'm itchy, I just want to sleep.
Okay.
You fall asleep much easier than I do.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Camera's rolling.
Okay, I should probably stop what I'm doing.
We're in the rainforest. I haven't checked in since before Rainbow Mountain, I think. Or maybe before Machu Picchu even. I had a real sickness, a really stressful sickness.
For both you and me.
Yeah, for Megan too. But basically we did Machu Picchu, we did those 2 days. We came back and did Rainbow Mountain on like 2 hours of sleep because we went out in the night in between.
We're geniuses.
We're geniuses. And then we did Rainbow Mountain, which was one of the most difficult things we've done in our lives, I think we would agree. Because of the elevation, like I got out of the bus and I was already gasping. I felt like I couldn't get my breath. And I really don't think I've gotten my breath until now that we're in the rainforest. But Rainbow Mountain was really hard, really cool. I can put some of the footage in here, but basically it's like insane how horrible you feel at that high of elevation. Like, even Megan, who's been fine with the elevation and the altitude, was really struggling. We all were, and that just kind of started like a couple of days of sickness for me. Just really bad like stomach cramping and stuff, and headaches and not being able to think straight and dizziness and like all kinds of nastiness. And then we got back from Rainbow Mountain and we were having our last night at Loki in Cusco, and I couldn't even drink or stay downstairs hardly because I just like was in so much abdominal pain. And Megan had a good night though. But then she came back and went to sleep. And then we left, or we hung out all day around Loki, kind of saying goodbye to everyone and hanging out with everyone. We didn't get to really say goodbye to Haley, but
I messaged him on Facebook.
Yeah, we talked to him on Facebook a little bit to try and get lunch, but it didn't work out.
No, I wished him goodbye though. I said we didn't get to say goodbye, so like let me know when you get back to the States or something like that.
Yeah, so Megan said goodbye.
And I said goodbye to Louise.
Yeah.
So let me know if you're ever in America.
Yeah, and then we did our laundry and kind of got ready to go. I was basically curled up in a ball dying all day. Megan had her own little goodbye festivities. And then we went to the bus station in Cusco, and that's where I like really freaked out, and I really thought I was gonna maybe go home because I was so sick. And Megan was on the phone with her mom, and I was texting my mom, and my mom got my sister and grandma to pray for me, and all this really sweet stuff. And I, honest to God, that's the only time I've ever been abroad and thought to myself, like, get me out of here, like, right now. Like, I want to go home really bad. But I decided to get on the bus anyway. May or may not have been a good decision. And then I got on the bus, and me and Megan both passed out for the full 10 hours. We did not take advantage of the bus movies or the bus food or anything. It's like a luxury bus where you can like recline 180 degrees and watch movies and all this stuff. And we just went immediately to sleep and woke up in Puerto Maldonado, or whatever it's called.
The first one. Maldonado sounds better though. Maldonado.
But yeah, so we woke up in the rainforest essentially, and we kind of did like a weird little half morning in the city while we waited for our transport to take us to the boat to take us down the river into the rainforest and hike to the treehouse complex. And that was yesterday, and that was a really hard day for everyone because I was feeling better, but me and Megan were both completely overwhelmed by this rainforest experience. Like, it's, oh, we're going to a treehouse in the Amazon, like, that sounds so cool. It's a treehouse in the middle of the jungle, like the jungle, like, big time, as in, we're not dry. We've not been dry since arriving. We're covered in bug bites. We're attacked by spiders constantly, big spiders constantly. There are moths, mosquitoes, huge ants, gigantic ants. And it is really beautiful, and our host is really cool, and we've had a lot of good, drug, religion, life conversations. He's a really cool guy. Politics. He's a really, really cool guy.
Well educated.
Really, yeah, like such a smart guy. And I'm really grateful that we found this place on Airbnb, but like, this has also been one of the hardest things I think I've ever done, being in the rainforest. As you can see, I'm in a mosquito-netted bed currently.
In a tree.
And I'm disgusting. Like, our faces are falling apart here. We haven't had a shower since we got here. Megan thinks her face looks cute. It doesn't. And tomorrow we're going on a rainforest walk, which I might panic during the entire thing because
I will be on edge the whole time.
The 45-minute walk here was, one of the hardest experiences of my life because of how, if you just stop for a moment in the rainforest and look down and around, you're just surrounded by things that would terrify you if they were in your apartment at home. And there are 3,000 of them all around. Megan was landed on yesterday by a cockroach about this big. They're here and they fly, and it's just, I'm like laughing about it, but it's really hard to be here.
I'm so thankful when we leave.
It's one of the coolest places we've ever been. The food is phenomenal that our host has been making for us. It's all like vegetarian food, and it's been so good. And everything's great. He has water for us. That's really good water. He has lemonade. He's been making lemonade for us. Everything is perfect. This treehouse is so cool, but it's so stressful to be here. It's really hard.
Yeah.
But we have a full day tomorrow, and then we leave really early in the morning the next day for Lima/home. So, but yeah, while we've been here, we've had some really good conversations, and Megan's been journaling about our experiences so far and the people we've met. And we'll talk to you more about that tomorrow or whenever we're feeling less stressed and alarmed. But today was really cool. Like, even though it's hard being here, and I napped in a chair for about 2 hours under a spider this big. It's just been so nice to be here. It's been really restorative. And it's so crazy. Like, we were woken up this morning at like sunrise by howler monkeys, which is crazy. Even though we didn't see them, they make a lot of noise.
And the noise carries so much here.
Yeah, the noise carries so much. The jungle, I'm sure you can hear behind me, but yeah, I'll talk to you about it more when we've had more chance to process it and stuff, and after tomorrow. But yeah, the adventure continues, for better or worse. Okay. Should I say something to say bye? I can't even see you through my netting. Okay, Megan says bye. That'll be the end.